Hello, everybody. I am so excited to come and share. I hope you're doing well. I am really delighted to see you again. Thank you for stopping by. I have prepped you for this moment, and it feels strange to have to talk about myself, my own experience, my eh, puberty experience. So this was why I started with sharing the what puberty was, the various topics I've shared about puberty, what puberty was, early marriage for children, and the dangers of early marriage. So here we are today. It's safe for me to say that thank God I wasn't born into the belief, the religion, the culture, or places where child marriage was allowed. Otherwise, maybe I wouldn't be here today doing what I'm doing right now because my life would have been stolen from me. And, uh, well, you know. So when I was in primary school, well, I wasn't in primary school. It was secondary school, the very first year, which is year seven. And I think that's grade seven in the United States. One of my sisters and I were shipped to go look after our grandmother. For whatever reasons, I don't know why they thought we were the best to have been picked to do that at the time. But hey, we were in a country where it's not uncommon for children to help out, to do such things within the family. So we went. Mind you, we were born, raised in the city. My grandmother lived in the countryside. It wasn't like a godforsaken, totally backward place. There was electricity, there was everything there. However, by the time I went there, I I really had not been exposed to anything about life. I was born into a very protective family. My parents were very protective. I had big brothers. So we read. My mom bought books. I read. I was very delighted to have been exposed to the outside world. And despite reading all those, that wasn't enough to prepare an 11-year-old for the world. So I had gone through primary school. I never heard anything about puberty, how it occurs, and when it will occur to prepare me for it. I will not blame my mother because in Africa, which mothers in those days would sit their children and tell them about puberty? It's almost unheard of. So I wouldn't blame her. She did what she could. We had books, we read, but those days books didn't really tell us. Those books we read didn't share in details. So, yes, so my sister and I, we were with our grandmother. One day I woke up and yes, the red stuff, the red thing, blood was everywhere. And to say I was petrified would be an understatement. Frightened, terrified, petrified, horrified. I was like, oh my goodness, what happened? How did I injure myself? Why am I bleeding from there? My underwear, everything was covered. So of course, I didn't know what to do, what to say. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't share with my grandmother. My sister, of course, I didn't tell her. I had to prepare to go to school. So I went to school, but before going to school, I showered, cleaned myself up, and but it was still coming. So I thought, if this was an injury, it should stop bleeding when I washed off. So I got a piece of clean cloth and I put it. I had no clue. I didn't know what to do, how to handle it. I was 11 years old. I didn't know what to do with it. So I did what a child would do. And I went to school. It came not heavily, and then that was it that day. I remember going back home. My grandmother, of course, had seen the bed because I didn't even, as a child, I didn't know that it came out and saw the bed. So my grandmother had seen it and she asked me, the word she used was, "Did you pass time?" I don't know what it meant, what she meant by that. She spoke my father's language and asked me again. Of course, I wasn't very fluent with the language, so I didn't really know what she was saying. Then she used "Did you pass time?" And I'm like, I don't know what she was saying, what she meant. So she left it anyways. I think she also asked my sister because she wanted to find out which of us would have passed time now that I know what that is. Anyways, since I didn't say anything because I had no clue, she didn't bring it back, and that passed. It was that one day it came, and this thing left. It was not until we lived in that town for a year, and we had to be taken back to the city with our parents because it didn't work for various reasons. So we went back to living at home with our parents, and then I went to secondary school. That was when I was introduced in biology about the biological makeup. The sex education came in through biology, and I was like, oh, that's what happened to me. And it didn't come again until I was 14. Yep, in the 14 or 15. I would say God, in His mercy, saw that this child was not ready for this thing, and He stopped it until I was schooled, educated, and I got to know what it was. I was prepared for it, and then I was ready when it eventually came. Why have I shared this story? If I was born in one of those barbaric culture, that first day that blood appeared, maybe I'd already been betrothed, promised in marriage to a cousin somewhere. They would have shipped me to them. She has hit puberty. She's a woman. I'll take her. And then they do all the rites for marriage. What do you think would have happened to me? I'm going to end it there and come back because this is very important. I thank you for passing by. I thank you for watching. I hope you would share so that other people would learn, would hear these things and protect little girls everywhere. God bless you.